Hi guys, Whitney here and welcome back to my channel, Whitney ERD. You are probably wondering what happened to Whit's Kitch? Where are we? We are here in my son Caleb's nursery. We're doing things a little differently today. I wanted to get up close and personal, really raw, and talk to you guys about how my life has been going over the past 4 months since I gave birth to my son. So if you follow me on social, you probably know that I decided to breastfeed and that it has not been an easy road for me. From the start, we've had a lot of problems. First of all, my son had a poor latch due to a tongue tie, which we had revised, but then it grew back. So that led to a number of other problems with pain and plugged ducts and mastitis, which I got twice in 4 months. If you've ever had mastitis, you know it is insanely painful. It is the worst feeling of flu that you could ever have. I wish it on no one, not even my worst enemy. The plugged ducts were really horrible as well. I haven't had one in 2 weeks, crossing my fingers. Those were seeming to come on every single week. There was one when I had one every single day for an entire week, and once when I had it in both boobs. And if you've had plugged ducts, again, they're so painful. They're such a pain trying to get rid of them. So today I want to share with you guys some tactics that I've found that have been helpful with that. Another breastfeeding challenge that I encountered was that my son was starting to cry at about 2.5 months every time we would feed. So about 7-8 minutes in, he would just start screaming and crying and pull off the boob, and we could not figure out what was causing this. I talked to my pediatrician. We went to see 2 lactation consultants. I got different advice from each person on what it could possibly be. Some said it was probably from a fast letdown. Someone else said it was a slow letdown. Long story short, we never really got to the bottom of it because he was not consistent in when he was crying. But about 3 weeks ago or so, it started to get better. And so lately, it's only been once in a while when this is happening. But needless to say, as you can see, it's just been one thing after another, which I found really shocking because breastfeeding is supposed to be something that's natural, it's innate, this is what we were built to do, and yet it is so darn challenging. And I'm telling you all of this not to scare you for any of my moms to be out there, but just to let you know, if you're going through these problems and having these struggles, you are not alone. This is so common. I've talked to so many of my friends and colleagues, other dietitians, and everyone, it seems, has some sort of issue. It's the norm for it to not be that normal. So if you're struggling, know that it's completely normal. But hopefully there are things that you can do. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, are some of the things that I've discovered that have been helpful in my journey. So I'm going to share with you my 10 must-haves for the breastfeeding mom. Number 1, sunflower lecithin supplements. These things have been a lifesaver to me. It basically thins out your breast milk a little bit so that it isn't as thick and fatty in your ducts as usual, and that is supposed to help with plugged ducts. So there isn't a ton of research on it, but I can say anecdotally that when I started taking this, I had significantly less trouble with plugged ducts. Pills usually come in 1,200 milligrams, and you can take about 3 to 4 a day is a recommended dosage for people who are really suffering from it. You can also just take 1 or 2 pills a day. Number 2 is a breast massager. This little massager from Veggie. There it goes. This is really helpful for plugged ducts as well. Basically, the massaging, vibrating action can kind of help break up plugs in your ducts. So I was desperate one day and bought this on Amazon, and I think it has been helpful. Something else that you can do though, if you don't want to buy a special breast duct massager, is that you can use your electric toothbrush, and you just use the flat side of the toothbrush and hold it to where the plug in the duct is, and that can kind of jostle things around a bit and hopefully loosen them up. All right, so the next thing I have here is nipple cream. Whoever said that breastfeeding doesn't hurt when it's done right, I don't know, they've probably never breastfed before, because every single person I've talked to thinks that breastfeeding hurts, at least in the beginning while your nipples are getting used to it. This cream is organic. It's made with olive oil, beeswax, shea butter, marshmallow root, and calendula flower. I'm not sure what that is, but this is safe for babies, so you can put it on your nipples and you don't have to wash it off before you feed, and it can really help soothe things in the beginning when everything seems to hurt. Next on the list is a pretty nursing scarf. I love this like ombre pattern one. It is from Native Wilds and Yumi. It's called the Yumi Nest, and it doubles as a car seat cover, so you can put this over your car seat. You can also use it in a grocery cart to cover the seat, so baby has something safe and clean to sit on, and then use it for what it's for, which is a nursing scarf. So you wear it like this while you're trying to nurse baby in public. And it has a cute little pocket on here. It's super soft. It's so pretty, and it's hand dyed, and it's made from hypoallergenic material from sustainably sourced eucalyptus trees. Next up, healthy snacks. I was shocked by the lack of free time that you have when you become a new mom. I knew, obviously, that it was a full-time job, but I don't think I realized just how little free time you have. Like, sometimes you can't even brush your teeth in a day. The baby is either eating on you or sleeping on you, so your food intake always comes last. So having a healthy snack that you can just run into the kitchen, grab with one hand while you've got baby in the other is super helpful. I love these new Veggie Pops from Made in Nature. They're organic. They're basically made from pressed vegetables, chickpeas, spices, and that's about it. And they are so good. They have 8 grams of protein per serving, which is insane for a little snack. And that's something that you really want when you're eating snacks all day instead of proper meals, is that you want a good balance of your protein, your fat, and your complex carbs. And these have all of them. Plus, they taste pretty fantastic. We've got a broccoli cheddar flavor here, even though it's vegan. It's flavored with nutritional yeast and sour cream and onion. So good. Next up is a Boppy. You've probably seen these things everywhere. These are used to position baby, and when you're first learning how to breastfeed, this is just a lifesaver because it's just not easy in the beginning. So you can move this around, so you can do the cradle hold or the football hold or whatever works best for you, and it really helps get baby into place. And what's great about this too is that when you don't need it for breastfeeding anymore, I don't really use it for that as much anymore, but you can turn it around and use it as something to prop up baby in, so he can sit in here and hang out with you on the couch. Next, silicone nipple shields. So I was really lucky. I did not get cracked, bleeding nipples, but I know friends who have, and it sounds horrible, just as horrible as mastitis. So if that is you, you might want to get some silicone nipple shields, because these will help protect your nipple in the beginning when you're having those issues, and the silicone is great because they don't use any nasty harsh chemicals, so it's totally safe for baby. This should actually probably be number 1 because this is the most used piece of breastfeeding equipment that I have. A nursing sleep bra. So these are this is from Bravado, and I have it in 3 colors. And I just live in these things. They're so soft, they're so comfortable. Unlike other nursing bras where you have to kind of clip them up or you have to unhook the top, this you just kind of slide to the side. So that's why it's really convenient for sleeping at night. You don't want to be messing with your straps. You just pull it over and there you go. And again, they're just like so soft, silky. I love these things. They don't really cut it for everyday wear though. So if you need to go out in public, or to a job or something, then you are gonna wanna get one of those more heavy duty ones that you have to unclip, but this is great for just lounging around the house. Next up is a heavy duty sports bra. So I never needed a heavy duty sports bra until pregnancy and post-pregnancy. I always did fine with the lightweight ones, but your cup size increases, mine exponentially, and exercising and running were just so painful after baby. So I had to invest in a heavy duty sports bra. This one is from Brooks. It's the Fiona bra. It's great for nursing because it unhooks here and you can adjust it. You can adjust how tight you want it, but then you can also open the strap so you can pull it down. You can breastfeed while you're wearing it. But it is so supportive. I went from not being able to run because it was so painful to running just fine in this because it is so great and supportive in it, and it adjusts in the back like a regular bra. Now we have an easy access nursing tank. So you're gonna want shirts that you can easily get to the milk. This one is from Belly Bandit, and it doubles as also being a tummy smoother. So in those first few weeks after giving birth, when you're feeling not so much like yourself, this can kind of tuck you in a little bit. And then the top, it does like, it operates a lot like those sleep bras that I just showed you, and you can just pull it to the side. So you don't have to unhook the straps to breastfeed. You just kind of pull the tank to the side. So this is a cute one that you can actually wear like under a blazer if you need to go to work or out in public. So it's a little bit nicer than, say, your average nursing tank. Last thing on the list, vitamin D drops. These are not for mom. These are for baby, but I'm a dietitian and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys something about baby's nutrition that is absolutely essential for breastfeeding moms. Babies are recommended to stay out of the sun, so usually our own bodies produce vitamin D from UV light, but babies will not be in the light, so breastfed babies starting at birth should be getting 400 IUs of vitamin D a day. And so you can get it in a dropper form like this. You can just put it on your finger and stick it in baby's mouth, and he'll need to be continuing to get that until he is getting a source of vitamin D in his diet or getting a good exposure to the sun every day. Alternatively, moms can supplement themselves with enough vitamin D that it will be transferred in the breast milk, and some research has shown that 6,400 IUs of vitamin D would be the amount that mom would need to transfer a proper amount to the baby. And those are my must-haves for breastfeeding moms. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are a breastfeeding mom and I missed something that is absolutely essential, please leave it in the comments below. This video is meant to help all the moms out there like me who are scouring the internet every 5 minutes for answers to their multitude of breastfeeding questions. So help a mama out. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more parenting, mommy information, evidence-based nutrition advice, and healthy recipes. I'm Whitney. Thank you so much for watching.